Everybody, welcome back to Fresh Baked Disney, the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. I'm your host David, and if this scene looks familiar to you, it's because we've been doing this twice a week now, almost for 4 straight weeks, trying to crack the code, the Rise of Resistance code, and I think we might have a solution to how to best beat Rise of Resistance. I'm just kidding. There's no code to crack. It's week 4, it's raining a little bit. It's not like a heavy downpour, but it's raining enough to scare some people away. So this morning was quite easy to get in. There was no wait at bag check at Toy Story. Got in right at 7 a.m. There was very little wait at bag check. There was maybe 5 minutes at the Esplanade to get through the gate. We got in at 7:30. I arrived at Toy Story parking lot at 7. I was in the gates before 7:30, but I have a feeling that some of that at least has to do with the fact that it's raining. So our morning, I'm gonna guess that's the case. Hopefully now, we could be positive about this and say that perhaps some of the luster is wearing off. But if you look at what's happening right now at Hollywood Studios, they're still struggling to get people in there. It's still the what do you call it? The backup boarding passes are still going later on into the morning. But most of them are being sold out first thing still. There's still a big wait. There's still a big crowd waiting to get in. So I suspect that this has more to do with the rain than anything else.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, 29.
29, you're in my group. Yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Right on. I'll see you there.
It feels so nice to be a part of the celebration.
I know, right?
Especially with us in the same group.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
You too. Have fun
See you
today.
there. Look out for me on the streams too. I watch all of your streams. Rosie Lucas.
I'm sorry?
My name's Rosie Lucas on YouTube. I watch
Rosie
all
Lucas.
of your streams.
Got it. Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. Fresh Bake Group 29. That's my best effort yet. I even had to go through the deselect method. I know that folks are saying that you have to, or you should, clear out your tickets beforehand, which I also agree is a good strategy, except that I can't because I've got stuff in there attached that I can't clear out. So I just go ahead and do the deselect all, and then select my pass. And that only took a second. Good morning. That only took a second or two, which wasn't bad. It wasn't quite as competitive this morning. Good morning, good morning. Good, good. It wasn't quite as competitive this morning, so that's probably what helped get Group 29. Now, the good news is that I get to go early. 29 should probably be in the first hour and a half or so. So after I do a little jaunt down Main Street here, I'm going to head over to DCA to do some construction business. Then I'm going to come right back and ride Rise of Resistance. How exciting is that? What a great morning. Well, things certainly are more intense here on Main Street than they were when we were down in Town Square. That's probably because everybody's starting to flood in now. Look at that. Do you think that Walt ever had an idea that this could be his future? Yeah, good job. All right, guys. Congrats. Hi, guys. Good morning. Have fun at Rise of the Resistance today.
12, baby!
All right, 12. Wow, you're going right on. Right on. Can you just think back to 1955 and what do they? I forget what the nickname they called it. Was it a Black Friday? Is that what they called it? When everybody thought that Disneyland was going to be a failure. Waltz Folly. Walt, it'll never work. Nobody wants to come to Disneyland. And here we are, 65 years almost later, and you can't hardly move an inch without hitting shoulders with somebody who's in love with Disneyland. It's quite a journey this park has been on for all this time.
Right there, bud. Hey, Trish, we're gonna step in here for 2 seconds.
24!
Good job. See you there. All right. Wow. That guy's got the duck quacker thing. That's so fantastic. That thing actually makes a duck noise if he's like a whistle. I want to see that guy do that. I want to see him make the duck whistle. Wow. I wonder what, I have to wonder, good morning. I have to wonder what the percentage is of folks who, did you get in? All right, good job guys, see you there. All right. I wonder what the percentage is of this morning of the folks who got in versus those who tried. Like, I want to say it's got to be 80%. I don't know why. I have nothing to base that on, just a feeling. And you know, I'm full of feelings. So that's got to count for something, right? Good morning. But look at, I see a lot of people who got what they wanted. That's the faces that I see. A lot of people who got what they came for. And again, this morning was not quite as competitive as it has been the first 4 weeks. The rain having much to do with that. As mentioned earlier, Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios, it's still very competitive. They're still selling out in moments. And this is going to be sold out too. If I were to go out to the front right now, out there, you'll see a sign that says boarding passes are gone. You will. How many people are here right now? I gotta know. I need a social engineer. Hey, how's it going? I need a social engineer, somebody who can estimate crowd sizes based on what they're seeing here. Like how many people are in Town Square and Main Street and the Hub right now? Is it 10,000? I feel like it's half that. But then, like I said, I don't know. Something doesn't line up. If there are a bunch of folks not getting in, then they're not letting in as many people as the numbers suggest.
Your video helped me.
Awesome, good job, thank
21.
you. 21, that's great. Well, you can be in there in no time. That makes me happy. That makes me really happy. Okay, that's it. Look, there's empty space. That means it's time to go. That means everybody's in. Congratulations, everybody. You're all in. Well, fresh baked. After conducting said business over at DCA, I'm back in Disneyland and heading into Galaxy's Edge. Feels like Camino a little bit, but not quite. Still not as oceanic as that planet, but it is definitely wet. It hasn't gotten better. It was just misty earlier in the morning, but now at 10 a.m. it's a steady rain. It's enough to make your socks wet and be annoying. That's for damn sure. So there it is. Walking into Galaxy's Edge. The boarding passes did sell out within minutes, but I checked as late as like 10 after, they were still doing backups. And I heard somebody else say that backups were going out as late as 20 minutes, 8:20. Now, I don't know if they're gonna get there or not, but hey, it's backups. Checking the app at 10 a.m. and we are still waiting. Groups 10 through 22. They got off to a late start again this morning. I I don't think they started letting people on until like maybe 9:15, 9:30. And it's been slow going. As a matter of fact, it doesn't look like much is happening. I don't see any guests going in. It could be down right now, which is probably why it's still at 22. Yeah, those cast members are in go away mode right there. That's the formation for don't come in, I think. Although there are guests, let's see. We stand by. Looks like guests are being scanned up there, but you would think, boy, this is confusing. You would think we would see guests right here going into the queue, right? No, all the loitering. Oh, here we go, okay. These guys are gonna get turned away. Or are they scanning it way up there? You can't come in. All right, guys. That's a don't come in yet. So now we have a rainy morning to spend here in Batu. So let's go see what's happening in Batu proper while we wait for our boarding group to be boarded. Who knows how long that'll be. Usually the reset is at least an hour. Now I don't know when the thing went down, but I saw that the stats changed a while back when I was looking less than an hour ago. So I'm betting it's going to be at least another half hour before they start letting groups in. Now, here's an interesting situation. We all know that trackless vehicles do not operate well in exposed conditions. Luigi's is just straight up closed whenever it rains. It just doesn't even, they don't even try. Even when, in less than great weather, it'll wreak havoc on a trackless vehicle. I wonder if people bringing in water from outside into the attraction, although they should never be setting foot on the trackless floors. So that probably, yeah, we're probably okay. Indoors, trackless vehicle, we should be okay because the water shouldn't be getting into the actual ride proper. What should we do? Should we go shopping? Should we have some breakfast at Docking Bay 7? I'm kind of hungry. Let's go see what they have for breakfast at Docking Bay 7. By the way, 40-minute standby for Smuggler's Run. Definitely, the Millennium Falcon has no issues operating in the rain. It can operate under any circumstances. It's got it where it counts, kid. Have you guys read or listened to the Black Spire book yet? It's an interesting, having been here, you get to kind of like get a description, a little backstory for the land, because when you're reading the book, they describe a lot of these areas. They describe that corridor right there. They describe Ronto Roasters and the marketplace. They describe Docking Bay 7. They give you a little backstory for each. It's kind of interesting. I suggest checking it out. It's a light read. It's not very intense or anything like that. So it won't tax you too much. I listen to it on an audio or Audible. I recommend it. So I wound up getting the Yobshrimp noodle salad, the chilled noodles with Yobshrimp, and I also got a SPORK because I've been dying to get one of those. That is going to be my forever fork here at Disneyland. The Yobshrimp noodle salad was pretty good. I was typically not a fan of chilled noodles, but since I had them at the Lunar New Year a couple weeks ago, I decided to give them another chance. They were okay here, not as good as they were at Lunar New Year, but still pretty good. I would have liked them to have been a little more seasoned. The shrimp was good. A little pricey, $15.99 for what 8 pieces of shrimp and some, not so flavored noodles. I also got the hot chocolate, which is just, it's purple, the hot chocolate, but it tastes like regular hot chocolate. It doesn't even have a name. I think they just call it Black Spire hot chocolate. So there's not much to that. But of course, the real star of the show was getting that spork, and it comes in this neat little pouch that you can put. I'll keep it in my backpack and keep it with me here at the park, and I can use it whenever I want and make everybody jealous. And it has that, the pouch is pretty neat because it says the Orbesh translation on the pouch is property of Doc Ondars, which is pretty cool because it's an inside nod to the story behind the sporks, which used to be they would give you that instead of a fork. Here, that was your utensil, but people were stealing them, so they had to stop, giving them away. So that's why it says property of Doc Ondars. Anyway, funny story. And for those who are actually objecting, by the way, to paying $11 for a spork, using the argument that they used to be free, I would remind you that they were never free. They weren't yours to begin with. Free, if you're stealing them, then it's free, yes. But they were never free because they were never yours to have until they started selling them. They were always $11. We've got lots more videos for you to see, so grab a churro and check out some of our other videos and have your mind blown by how much fun we're having. We truly are the best of Disney Bake Fresh Daily. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time. Fresh Baked!